So today is going to be our quick lesson on solar. As you see here, we have pretty much two different types of solar setups. We have a pretty simple kind of van life setup right here that is a little lithium battery. That's what they call a power station, and then a solar panel. So what this does is you have all the stuff down here on the actual battery itself, regardless of just a battery. And it is also has a solar power controller on the inside of it, so you don't need that. And so this is the super simple setup. Here's the panel. Here's the 8mm plug that comes out of the panel. I'll show you the back too as well. There's nothing really on the back, it's just a panel. And the plug comes into there, and it recognizes because there's a little bit of light inside the shed. And so boom, not enough to register actually any, like even 1 watt, but enough to see that there's light there. So that's a super simple setup. That's it, plug and play. And then this here is a lead acid setup with some cables, a little controller, battery, and then this kind of panel. And as you can see, instead of a little 8mm plug, I'm gonna have these bigger plugs like this, plug and play plugs. So yeah, so what's the difference, and why would you go for this over this, or why would you go for this over this? Well, this is going to be portable, much lighter, and this is super heavy, and this is a suitcase one, so it can just close up on itself and has some legs in the back. So this one's going to be more portable, but the lead acid is going to be better for applications of running big power tools. Because if you try to stick these big power tools on this little jackery, you'll get an error code and they won't turn on. Because as you can see real close, 110 volts, if you can see that pure sine wave. Well, that's 110 and it's got a plug. That should be fine, right? But if we look here on our compressor, it says right here under electricity, it says 120 volts. So jackery, it will not run that equipment, but with this lead acid and this system and the solar charge controller, the wires, much more complex. And this here is a power inverter from Harbor Freight. You'll need all of that in order to run these big tools with solar. So the lead acid will fit that more. So I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth of how to set up the lead acid, because as you saw, in order to set up the lithium, all you have to do is plug it in.